If the medic were perfect, he'd be able to heal his entire team at once with that wonderful little love stick of eternity he waggles around. He'd be able to crush the opposing team without a doubt. Uber charges every 10 seconds, everyone gets crits so much they end up sneezing and killing a demo, and every sniper's dream of actually getting attention from a medic would finally be fulfilled. But since Valve would have considered that unbalanced, you can't do any of that, and unfortunately, you can only heal one person at a time, which begs the question, who gets healed first? Well, let's break it down, shall we? There are three main factors to consider when deciding who to heal, in order of priority: pressure, damage, and availability. Pressure relates to who is being attacked at any time. Now, this takes huge priority over all other instances when healing. Whoever's on the ass end of an ass kicking needs the health more than anybody else. Once the player being attacked either wins or pussies out, that's when you can shift your attention. Damage is pretty straightforward. If the pressure condition isn't an element, then you can resort to healing by health, lowest to highest. This factor has some fluctuation to it, however, depending on the situation of how hurt your teammates are and how much crit heals have built up over time. You can vary the distribution up accordingly, but when in doubt of who to heal, the most wounded player should be at the top of the VIP list. Availability is a bit different. Basically, if neither of the two contributors above are in play, you resort to who you have the least amount of time to heal. Sixes matches in particular, it's always the roamers that shine in this rule, but under most other circumstances, scouts, soldiers, and possibly snipers are most often the ones that are going to be gone faster than silly bands. Keeping people from grouping up around you is key, and being able to get people the health they need and then Sparta kick them out the door is essential. Focus on whoever needs a buff or heal for a few seconds before they pinch off and lay down some more sweet, sweet mercy. Of course, the harsh reality is it's unfortunately never that simple. You'll most likely have more than one person who's just getting absolutely perforated, in which case you'll have to use the damage factor to judge who needs it more. Whoever's taking it up the caboose fastest has the priority, but nevertheless, don't be afraid to juggle your patience. Now that's all well and good, but what about the beginning of the round when your entire team is vegan healthy? In other words, what about buffs? Well, outside of the vaccinator, there is more often than not a specific order. Anyone familiar with sixes will recognize the demo, roamer, scout, pocket order, but normally the classes who need it most are scouts, soldiers, and heavies. But you can buff whoever needs and or asks for it. It's worth mentioning too that at the very start of the round, it helps to give your sniper some juice so he can survive a possible headshot when the gates open. There's a pretty big likelihood that the enemy sniper will be watching him, and giving him a leg up can give you an easy pick right off the bat. Other than that, the judgment of who needs health is entirely up to you, but as a medic, your job is that you do it right and keep your team alive properly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is ArraySeven, and this has been a tutorial on Heal Order. I wish you all the most wonderfully handsome rest of your day.
I'm the invincible, undefeated champion. Mount Zion's my ancestors can't rely on. Star of David, nah, the thought of stardom. Martyrdom and done crumbs left to the dumb thumb. To this play button, glutton of words. Mutton, birds of fly to fly to you, dropping turds. Hopping up on ignorance to feel how your mighty pop up the real. Dance the visual cry to deity. Pious piety might it be, to see is truly to be me. I see everything there is, so I'm